Hello. Today we are talking about Facilitate AI project, guidelines for facilitating the learning of artificial intelligence by school students of grades 7 to 12. It's a co-funded project by European Union and Erasmus project. Artificial intelligence is defined by McCarthy in 1966 as the science and engineering of making intelligent machines. It talks about decision making, increased accuracy, solve complex problems, and to perform high level of computation. Today we decided to talk a little bit about neural networks uh, that are very important tools of artificial intelligence. In fact, the human brain is the inspiration behind neural networks architecture because human brain cells called neurons from a complex, highly interconnected network and send electrical signals to each other to help humans process information. Um, they are also implemented in artificial intelligence as a model. Similarly, an artificial intelligence network is made of artificial neurons that work together to solve a problem. Artificial neurons are software modules called neurons, and artificial neural networks are software programs or algorithms that at their core are using computing systems to solve mathematical calculations. A neural network is a method in artificial intelligence that teaches computers to process data in a way that is inspired by human brain. It is a type of machine learning process called deep learning that uses interconnected nodes or neurons in a layered structure that reassemble the human brain. It creates an adaptive system that computers use to learn from their mistakes and improve continuously. Thus, artificial neural networks attempt to solve complicated problems like summarizing documents or recognition faces with great accuracy. There are three main components in a neural network: an input layer, a processing layer, hidden one, or maybe two hidden layers, and an output layer. Inputs, the inputs may be weighted based on various criteria. So, what are neural networks used for? Neural networks have several use cases across many industries, such as the following: medical diagnosis by medical image classification, targeted marketing by social network filtering and behavioral data analysis, financial predictions by processing historical data of financial instruments, electrical load and energy demand forecasting, process and quality control, chemical compound identification. Facilitate AI talks about computer vision, speech recognition, natural language processing, and recommendation engines. Computer vision is the ability of computers to extract information and insights from image and videos. With neural networks, computers can distinguish and recognize images similar to humans. Computer vision has several applications, such as the following: visual recognition in self-driving cars, so they can recognize road signs and other road users. Content moderation to automatically remove unsafe or inappropriate content from image and video archive. Facial recognition to identify faces and recognize attributes like open eyes, glasses, and facial hair. Image labeling to identify brand logos, clothing, safe gear, and other unique details. Talking about speech recognition, natural networks can analyze human speech despite their speech pattern, pitch, tone, language, and accent. Virtual assistants like Amazon Alexa and other automatic translation software use speech recognition to do tasks like this. Assist call center agents and automatically classify calls, convert clinical conversation into documentation in real time, accuracy, subtitle videos, and the meeting recording for wider content reach. Natural language processing is the ability to process natural human creative text. Natural networks help computers gather insights and meaning from the text data and documents. Language processing has several use cases, including this function: automated virtual agents and chatbots, automated organization and classification of written data, business intelligence analysis on long-form documents like emails or so, using BI solutions, indexing of key phrases that indicate sentiment like positive and negative contents on social media, document summarization and article generation for a given topic, and talking about recommendation engines, natural networks can track user activity to develop personalized recommendations. They can also analyze all user behavior and discover new products or services that interest a specific user. For example, Correlate, a Philadelphia-based startup, helps brands convert social media posts into sales. Brands use Correlate's intelligent product tagging service to automate the collection and the curation of user-generated social content. Intelligent product tagging uses natural networks to automatically find and recommend products relevant to the user's social media activity. Consumers don't have to hunt through online catalogs to find a specific product from a social media image. Instead, they can use curate out of product tagging to purchase the product with ease. Today we decided to see how can we use artificial intelligence in school, 7th and 12th grade. Hereby, let me share the screen. We have an SPSS database with the answers of teachers from LEA University in Serbia. This survey was done on teachers with the aim to find out how, um, which is their perception regarding artificial intelligence, if that artificial intelligence can be a good instrument and can be used in teaching, in processing data, in evaluating students, in preparation of classes, in developing activities, in writing code, in mentoring the students, and so on. Hereby, we may see that we have a lot of data in this um, database. So let's do for real a neural network analysis in SPSS. We go in analyze neural network, multi-layer perception. As you may see here, we have two options: multi-layer perception and radial basis functions, but from our experience, multi-layer perception is more accurate, so we will choose this one. Let's see. Let's analyze if the opportunities brought by artificial intelligence can be predicted by the opinion of teachers' opinions regarding evaluation, let's say administration and development of the classes and activities in online environment. As we may see here, we have categorical variables, not continuous. So in this case, we will use covariates, not factors. If our variable would it would be continuous variable, then we will use factors. We go next to partition. Here in partition, we can use any proportion, but let's say, for example, 80 to 20, we have two layers, training and test. But most of the specialists in SPSS and neural networks say that 70% for training is the most appropriate measure, and 30% for test is okay. So what will do the neural network will make a lot of calculus on the training data, meaning that all our data in this survey is spread in two layers. Training, 70% of data, it will be group in a training sample, and the other one will be in the test. SPSS and neural networks will do all the calculation on training sample, and then have to test if this calculus made on training data can be implemented also on the test data, like verification, like evaluation of the correctitude of the model. Talking about architecture, we will use for the beginning one hidden layer. Why is called hidden? Because we cannot see all the calculus that is done by the neural networks. Hereby, we don't change the models. We can do it, but we don't know too much about this data, and we let the computer to identify the activation function. Talking about training, we go on batch, and then the output. The output is very important. We have to check here, for example, ROC curve. We may also predict by observed chart, but also very important to check independent variable importance analysis, because we want to know which factor is more important in our analysis. We will start to do our model. Let's see the result. Hereby is our neural network. The thickness of the link between elements would show a very strong link, and also the intensity of the link of the color is also a measure of the importance of the weight of the variable. Um, we may see here that our analysis has that evaluation has a strong link with um, value 2 and 3 and 4, especially 2 and 4 for the for our analysis. And also, admin will have a strong link with Y. We have a lot of biases, meaning that our model is not perfect. Uh, we can interpret this that the teachers consider that artificial intelligence is an opportunity in evaluation, in administration, but not very important. Let's see uh, here. For example, our model said that percent incorrect predictions are 50%. This is huge. Usually, incorrect prediction should be less than 5%, meaning that our model is not perfect. As to be sincere, I also talked to these teachers because Serbian LEA University organized an international conference, and we participate in this conference to promote our facilitate career project. And they told us that they are interested in artificial intelligence in their work with students, in their evaluation process, in administrative tasks, in automation of many of their preparation tools and communication with students and so on. But their main problems are, challenges are the fact that artificial intelligence needs a very strong hardware, a lot of softwares, also some learning classes. They need training, they need support, technical support to implement artificial intelligence in their classes, their courses. So in this case, most of them they said, as you may see in here, that for them on a Likert scale, artificial intelligence is important, not very important, but as I said before, they don't have the means, the tools, enough tools. They don't have the request is found. Just a moment. Okay. Request is found for this record meeting for this project. And let's see ROC curve. This is not very good also. This curve should be very, very high, should go to the highest sensitivity and the highest specificity for a good model. And let's see more. If we analyze here the area under the graph, for the value 2 is explained 0.83, 83% is explained, which is good. For the value 3 on the Likert scale, the 74% is explained, which is not very good. And also for the value 4, only 62% is explained. Not very good at all. um, let's see further on. On the first place, teacher thinks that consider that the most important for them is artificial intelligence is used in evaluation of students' projects. Then they consider that the artificial intelligence can be used in administrative tasks. And on the last place is important for them to use it in development of their classes, of their courses, and to participate and to develop different projects. Thank you very much. Here by our colleagues that sustain us with all the information and help, and we also thank you them for all the help provided.